I've seen people come and go in Vietnam. Those are usually the ones that leave. The ones that are starting fights, getting raucous, they come here with what they used to do in the West over here. Generally, you can do some of it, but yeah.
To a certain extent, at some point, I feel like the Vietnamese is like, all right, that's...
Yeah, you've gone too far.
Yeah, like they won't deal with your bullshit at a certain level and point.
I think that's happening in Japan right now. Talking about the current climate. In Japan, so many of the foreigners that are coming in are causing massive problems for just general life of normal Vietnamese people, Japanese people. And you notice that it's not the people who have been there for a long time, because even they, as expats, are getting annoyed with the vacationers that are causing problems. It's the same here. Like, I would put myself in that category as a long-time expat. I don't want to go back home. So when I see foreigners come in here and they're running around, I think I saw, what was it, 2 years ago, one of the foreigners fighting Grab drivers for no reason.
Oh, in Vietnam? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, well, it was a small tough. It wasn't a filmed affair, but it was friends of friends fighting Grab drivers for no reason because they were drunk.
Where was this, in District 1?
Yeah.
That's a big
So
thing.
a lot of it happens in Polyglot.
Yeah.
It's a party district.
So that's what I was thinking about. I'm just curious what your thoughts, living here for so long. It's about the quality of expats that come live. I've noticed in certain areas. Obviously, it's not right to generalize. But the ones I've noticed is that the ones who are like more in like District 1, and maybe in that Bui Vien.
Yeah.
That's more of like the party. I guess party, sexpat, maybe just here for quick fun and But then if you go here, I've noticed here in Tao Din, this is one where maybe they've made a life here, business here, married a Vietnamese woman here, or even just working here or just retired here. I've noticed that crowd. Obviously, there's still some everywhere. It's
not as general, but that's like more often than not. Yeah. Generally the people that have settled down in Vietnam are generally in Tha Dien. That's true. Definitely Bui Vien is your party area. So the only people you really expect to see living around there are people that want to be close to the partying. I don't live near there. Also Japantown. Japantown.
Okay. Yeah.
They're generally where you'll find the party goers and the ones that are here for not legitimate reasons. Yeah.
Being here for 7 years, I guess another question is, how good is your Vietnamese?
Tôi nói chút tiếng Việt.
Okay.
My pronunciation has been like somewhat good for
because my Vietnamese is shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You and me both. Yeah. It's a struggle because I know I can learn it. I'm a polyglot. I can speak multiple languages, but if you don't use a language, you lose it, and if you don't actually put in effort to learn a language, you don't learn it. So I can confidently say I can speak a little. I can tôi nói một chút tiếng Việt. Bạn khỏe. I can say general phrases, but if it's not conversational.
So this is actually even interesting because as a polyglot, I've noticed that they can obviously speak multiple languages, but from my experience living here almost a year, and maybe I would love to hear your opinion from somebody who's been 7 years, I've still yet to meet like somebody in person who's an expat, maybe like a black guy, Indian guy, Mexican, white guy.
I'm with you.
Who can just speak like a natural native, and just obviously I'll see some on social media, but I'm talking the percentage compared to when like maybe in Korea or Japan, you'll see them all maybe on TV, or they'll just be out and about, maybe studying university.
Yeah.
But there's something about Vietnamese, man. I think it's probably one of the most difficult.
I don't know why. Yeah, I agree with you completely. I have 2 friends that can speak fluent.
Okay.
And that's it.
And so they're expats?
They one has a Vietnamese wife that's been an expat for ages, and the other is like generally he's been here for. Well, he even lives in this building, and he's been here for like 4 years.
Do they have any connection to like Vietnamese like relations? Like
Just one. Just the one has had a wife, Vietnamese wife for a bit. So he obviously, that makes sense. He can speak Vietnamese. He kind of has to. But
even then, that's very rare.
That's very rare. And the thing is, they're still not fluent. Often, because I know from studying a bit of Japanese, there's some pronunciations in Vietnamese that I can do far better than some of my friends that have much more experience speaking Vietnamese. They can speak it very well, but sometimes their pronunciation is still Western. So,
which probably is hard for even the Vietnamese. They're like, hey, what are you even saying? But something like that.
yeah. It's like, I said all the correct words, but they still saying, you're not saying, another
very
thing
tonal
is
language, yeah.
very tonal. At least you can get away with some of the Asian languages because they follow certain ideas that we have in the West. Japanese is syllabic; it's like syllables. So we can understand Japanese a lot easier and learn it easier than we can Vietnamese. It's very much harder.
Yeah, my theory originally, I heard it from somebody else, but they were telling me the reason why is because the motivation or the advantage of even learning Vietnamese, it would be only learning it because in Vietnam. You can only really use it there, where it can maybe compared to like Chinese. It's obviously much more expansive in other areas. But then in terms of maybe like, why then somebody knows Korean or Japanese? I was thinking it's because the social media and the media presence of like K-pop, it's much bigger. And so there's more motivation to learn it. While Vietnamese, it's not there in terms of the motivation to learn it, the social media culture, and in terms of the advantage of learning it, it's not as high.
100%. That's why Thai, it's the same for Thai, it's the same for most of the Asian languages that are not as international. Like 100%. If you ask me now, why haven't I've been here 7 years, I should know the Vietnamese language. Yeah, 100%. A lot of the motivations on it being international, it's also a lot of effort because you're working constantly. It's just how much do I need to get by is what a lot of most foreigners say. And I say probably out of all the foreigners that are living here now, there's probably it's probably in the under 10% range that can speak Vietnamese.
You think 10? I think 10 is really high.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying under 10.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying
okay,
under 10.
Okay.
You would be pressed not to think 1%.
Yeah, that's honestly my kind of number. I was thinking in my head.
It's disturbingly low, but it's also because there's a mixture of it's difficult. There's various ideas like it's not international or it's not widespread. I even had a Vietnamese friend teach me for about a few months. So that's how I can still do most of my phrases in Vietnamese. But a lot of people don't even have access to that. So I do find that you're not gonna, if you can get by without it, which you can, you're not gonna probably learn it.
So this is the first time I heard, so Polyglot is Vietnamese was very difficult.
No. 100%.
That's interesting. I don't even think I know Polyglot who can
speak Vietnamese as one of their languages.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos, but they always usually go towards like Japanese, Korean, Chinese, or like Russian, those type of big language. But I would be very impressed if one who's like a Indian black white guy.
Oh yeah. I had the incredible fortune of because South Africa is one of the what's the word to use? A country that has a lot of languages available. 23 just African languages alone. Never mind Indian. There's a lot of Indians that live there, so they can speak. We have a lot of English speakers is like our first language. There's a lot of other language influences. I know a lot of Dutch speakers are in South Africa, and you have Afrikaans, our own native simplified Dutch language. So just living there alone, I was just through the school system, English, Xhosa, and Afrikaans is kind of thrown at you. But I've always thought that as someone from America, maybe not Canada because they also kind of have to learn French, but someone from America who has maybe not learned Spanish, that's only got one language, because there's a lot of places in America that's like that, they will feel intimidated to learn a second language because they've lived their whole life not needing it.
So curious right now, so how many languages do you know right now?
Just about 4.
4 languages.
Usually you say bilingual or trilingual. Polyglot would know 4. So
okay. So 4 then more. You know, maybe a lot of people watching who might be coming to Vietnam, I've been saying this, but in your opinion, do you need to know Vietnamese in terms of beyond the basic? I'm talking just hello, hi, and how much?
How much? And 1 to 10.
And then like that's 10%. No, that's 5%, and then the rest in English. But I'm curious, how much Vietnamese do you know, or do you even need to know at all? Good
question. For comfortable living, you'd probably want to learn at least basic. I mean, even if you're using an app like
Google Translate.
You need Google Translate.
Okay.
I'm saying a learning program like
a Duolingo.
A Duolingo, just going a few hours, like maybe a couple days on that might give you just a brief amount. Honestly, you don't need it. Google Translate will save. Google Maps and Google Translate is how I spent my first year in Vietnam. You can get pretty much away with everything with just that. All the Vietnamese already know that you look like a foreigner. They're not going to try to yell at you in Vietnamese. They're going to see you have the cell phone, tell you to type it in, translate. You'll get by with that.
And when you say basic, how basic are we talking? Like, what's your definition of basic?
I mean, just learn the main phrases. Literally, it's just the main phrase. I was able to get away without Google Translate, just knowing how much, hello, thank you, and goodbye. Numbers 1 to 10. I mean, I'm talking, this is nursery level. Big, it's a very nursery.
And you were able to survive?
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, you will pick up on other stuff. Things like beef. Oh, please learn what meat is. It's tit, T-H-I-T. Because, it's fine. There are places in the countryside that you want to know because your dietary concerns. So if you have dietary concerns as an issue...
Oh, you need to tell them based on that.
The whole joke about eating dog and cat is ridiculous. Dog costs, it is an actual thing. Okay. You can find it in the countryside. It's way more expensive. They're not going to just feed you dog for free.
Okay.
A lot of people think, no, they've got farms. There's actual farms for it.
Okay.
So
when you're learning, at least
communicate. That's the joke. That. That's always the joke when you go to Southeast Asia. All my friends told me, have you eaten dog yet? No.
Okay.
I know. I literally went to a restaurant that served it, and I looked at the prices, and I'm like, no.
Oh, so you could tell right? Okay.
Tit cho is dog, and tit meo is cat.
That's also a good
cat
way.
Meat, cat dog. Dog meat, cat meat.
Okay. Yeah, that's also a good way to learn Vietnamese, just to make sure you don't. It will come at you multiple times. And so I think Thao Dinh here is probably, I mentioned before, it's probably the most western area in all of Vietnam. Do you feel like here, do you even know any Vietnamese? You don't even need the basics. Because I've noticed here a lot of the staff and people, you can just speak English for them.
That's Ho Chi Minh City though.
All of it, okay.
Level of English in Vietnam, even central Vietnam, northern Vietnam, quite low. I mean, I have kind of been worried because the standard of English ever since Vietnam became more international, you would have thought that it would be progressing faster to more of a English speaking, at least as a second language. But the level of English in Hanoi and most of Vietnam is quite low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Beyond, like outside the city.
yeah,
Is that what you're saying? Or
yeah,
still
yeah,
in the city?
outside the city.
Oh,
Yeah.
outside, okay.
Even in Hanoi, it's not very.
Hanoi?
Yeah, it's a little.
Okay.
A lot of the policemen don't often speak English.
Okay.
That is changing. We're seeing ever since 2010, the level has gotten so much higher. But that's really only in Ho Chi Minh City. It's so much more Western here that I would say, I'd argue that you could find at any point of time, you just look around, probably someone speaks English in Ho Chi Minh City. Hanoi, that's going to be a lot more rare.
Yeah.
Just in the mere fact that most people that come here go to Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah. You know, I've never been to Da Nang, so I don't know if have you been there before?
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of what we've been talking about, in terms of language, cost of living, price, is there a massive difference between Da Nang? Because I know a lot of expats. It's probably one of the hottest destinations
right now.
Yeah, talked about. So I'm curious, from your opinion, how much of a difference in terms of living in Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang?
Well, they all got their pros and cons, you know.
Okay.
I would say it's its own. There's not too much difference. You're still in Vietnam, but you're getting slightly more of this, slightly less of this. Like Hanoi or even Dalat. You can live in Dalat, which is pretty much a vacation spot. There's like a few schools there, like one or two schools there. So you're depending where you stay, it's still going to be a struggle for you if you're not trying to integrate with the place you're staying in.
Okay, huh.
Like I got very much into the culture when I first got here. I was in Hanoi. Everybody's a lot more serious. They're to themselves. So even with Da Nang, I don't think it's too far off from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just trying to be...
Even the English level, is it still the same, you would say?
Generally, it's not too far.
Okay.
Not too far.
Is it more expensive in Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City, or how's the price difference between there?
I think... Oh, that is a good question. I think generally what I notice is outside Ho Chi Minh City, everywhere outside Ho Chi Minh City, apartment prices can vary generally, but they're usually more expensive than apartments.
Okay.
Cheap on the food.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the rent is actually more expensive, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I've generally noticed. I mean, people might have other views on it. I paid a lot more for my apartment in Hanoi. I've seen the apartments in Da Nang in... I'm trying to think of the names. Of all the other central Vietnamese cities. The apartments do vary, but generally you do see sometimes it goes up quite a bit. But the food is generally cheaper. And I actually kind of like the food in Hanoi a little bit more.
Okay.
Vietnamese food a bit more.
Interesting.
Bun Chai is
amazing.
Yeah, have you had? Yeah.
I've had Bun Chai.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is even my problem is when I first got here, I don't know if it's the American in my brain, but I remember when I first got here, the first food I went straight to was KFC. And even now,
you're not wrong.
I don't know why I still... Vietnamese food is not on my top list of the first food I go to. I don't know what it is with me. I think there's something just inside. I don't know if it's just a person to person or I just feel like I gotta get some Western food.
It's not you. It's not you. It is a general thing. You're not alone.
Okay. I felt like I'm disrespecting. Like, why would you get KFC?
They'll kick me out if I don't have Vietnamese.
Yeah, that's why I felt a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not wrong. I mean, even now, I generally cook my own food, so I know how it was when I first got here. I did so much takeout. You're not gonna like everything. Especially if you're used to Western food, and you're definitely not going to like everything if you're squeamish about food or trying something. Because literally second week I was here, I was eating, the friend told me to go and get pho. I got pho and I was eating it. Friend explained to me, half the things that were in there, and it was like, oh. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have that. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like congealed blood, which I've had haggis before, but I haven't eaten congealed blood before. But then you think about it. If you don't know what's in there and you can eat it, then you're pretty much fine with eating anything. It's just the thought of it.
Yeah.
You should be a little bit more adventurous. And if not, that's fine. Just cook your own food, but try to be adventurous. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the secret into knowing good food places is eat where the locals go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's what I was actually first worried when I got here was eating like street food or places where like I have no idea what even they're presenting or what type of food it is. But then as I got just living here, staying here longer, the advice I got was, okay, if you see a bunch of Vietnamese people, go there so you have less chances of food poisoning and all the other problems.
I will agree 100%. I will just add something to that because I got that advice as well. I've gotten that advice as well, and I've always followed it. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but very rarely. I mean, Vung Tau, I got massive seafood poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was the busiest seafood place in the whole of Vung Tau. But that's just unlucky. I was just unlucky. Mm-hmm. I will say, adding to just like watch where the locals go. Obviously, if you see no one there, probably avoid that place. Okay. But there is something to add to it that a lot of Vietnamese palate is slightly different to the Western palate. That's why you'll notice a lot more chicken places and door chicken here. But you won't see as many steakhouses or...
that's true.
There's certain things that they want. One thing that I thought I would see a lot of, because it's one of my favorite dishes, is chili. Nobody makes good chili here. It's a sad.
I didn't even know that existed.
It does. There's like 3-4 Western restaurants that serve it, and they try. But the food, I think it's the ingredients themselves.
Yeah.
How do you make a sandcastle on a rocky beach? You know, if the meat tastes different, literally 100% tastes different to the meat in South Africa and Canada, and I mean from South Africa to Canada, the meat tastes different as well. So I've noticed that the food as a whole is going to be a different flavor experience. So don't feel like you're refusing to eat Vietnamese food just because it doesn't agree with you. The flavors are actually different. But you can find, like, I can't eat everything Vietnamese. I don't like everything that's Vietnamese. But there are some dishes, like I said, I can't do without.
Yeah. I think that's the good thing about living in Vietnam is that you can get a mixture of both. The ones you actually want, like for Vietnamese food, and at the same time you can get the Western type of things that you're used to back home.
Yeah, 100.
Especially when you're thinking like, oh, it's Vietnam. They just have like Vietnamese food. When I've noticed as time goes on, it's getting more and more.
It's way more international now. Yeah.
Actually, like the markets here, like Annam.
Oh yeah, Annam. Yeah. They've got international food markets.
Yeah, you can pretty much buy everything we wanted here. Yeah.
100.
Yeah, man, Damien, dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. This is amazing. What would you say, anybody, maybe in South Africa, in the West, and they're on the fence, or even thinking about moving to Vietnam? What would you say? Your advice or any thoughts to them?
I'd say if you want to experience a short but nice experience, you can definitely do this. You're not going to be here a long time. But if you're wherever you're living, you feel like maybe it's because of the safety, because I know in South Africa that was a big reason why I left, or just there's a reason for you not wanting to stay in your country anymore. Vietnam, honestly, one of the best choices to go and live at. Obviously, me saying that is like an oxymoron because then too many people come, so it's not going to be as good. But I think Vietnam can handle that, just because, I mean, between the cost of living and the safety alone, never mind how nice the people are, because they are really nice. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of interesting things about the culture. Just that alone, a reason enough to come out here, maybe even settle down.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. Yeah, appreciate you guys for listening, and we'll get more on the interviews. But appreciate Damien for you sharing your experience. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Appreciate it.